Wow. Short-term rentals, Airbnbs are one of the most profitable businesses out there. But as a very successful Airbnb host and entrepreneur in real estate, I can tell you probably the biggest challenge with an Airbnb host is finding a good cleaning team. And if you can become a good cleaning team and start this business, you can make a ton of money. I have hundreds of properties and I know for a fact this is the business that you want to start. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Let's go. So if you are watching this video, you probably already know what Airbnb is. Airbnb is a website or an app that allows users to go on and find properties where they can just stay. They're regular people's properties that they own and they allow people to stay in. It's a platform and a website and an app that allows people to just go book it for one night, 3 nights, a month, 2 months, however. And this is basically the new twist on short-term rentals. This is also called home sharing or peer-to-peer sharing economy. Airbnb is very similar to Uber, where it's personal people that are allowing you to use their property in exchange for a fee. And so this business has taken off. When Airbnb started probably about 11 years ago, there were just people that were just putting maybe a room, or they would let you sleep on their couch, or you could sleep on an air mattress and pay a small fee to stay somewhere that someone already lived. But things have changed, and there are people like me, a small percentage of us, that have used this platform to make an entire business. We are real estate entrepreneurs, and we have found a way to leverage the Airbnb platform, HomeAway, Vacation Rental by Owner, all of those different home sharing platforms to professionally put our properties up there and manage them and make hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, in some cases millions of dollars per year doing this. So this is an amazing opportunity for people, and it is way more profitable usually than long-term tenants. I started off in real estate. I'll tell you my story really quickly. And I had lots of rental properties when I quit my job. So I used to work a boring corporate job. I started wholesaling. I did some fixing and flipping. And then I got a portfolio of over 40 properties, and I was able to quit my job. But they all had long-term tenants in them. They would stay there for a year or 2 years, and that's how I made my money. But once I kind of started doing real estate full time and started teaching it, I ran across this young kid that taught me about Airbnb, how we could rent properties, furnish them, put everything together in them, and make 2 to 3 times more than what I was making with my properties that had long-term tenants in them. And boy, was he right, okay? Basically tripled my income just by doing that one thing and transitioning my portfolio, my properties from out of long-term tenants into the Airbnb model. And so it was an amazing opportunity for me to make way more money. And this is an opportunity for you too. So this is probably a good time for me to tell you to go ahead and like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click that little notification bell so you don't miss any of this. I am teaching you not only the things that I have done correctly, but I'm also teaching you the things that I made mistakes on so you don't make those same mistakes. And I even have a company, NewRez, where that's all we do is short-term rentals, and we actually even split the profits with all of our investors. So it's an amazing opportunity. But again, how you can start making money with this is with your cleaning business. So let me quickly tell you how it works, because once I went from long-term tenants to short-term tenants, I did have a couple of small issues. So with the long-term tenants, obviously, they stayed there for a year. I didn't make as much money on the properties, but I had the stable income from those tenants. Once I moved to the Airbnb, short-term rental model, I, got those long-term tenants out. I furnished the properties, put nice TV, put towels and, forks and knives and things like that. Everything a person would need. If you've been to an Airbnb, you have all of the things that you need, similar to a hotel, but better. And the guests check in and they stay at the property, and then they check out and they pay a nightly rent similar to a hotel. But here's the issue. Every time the guest leaves, the property needs to be put back together exactly how it was. This is not your actual home. Remember that. This is somewhere someone is staying similar to a hotel. So the beds need to be made, the sheets need to be washed, everything needs to be cleaned out of the refrigerator. It needs to be put back together perfectly for the next guest. And so as an Airbnb cleaning team, you will do more than just clean the property. You're gonna do more than just, vacuum and wipe down the counters and wash the dishes. You're gonna need to change the bed linens. You're going to need to wash those sheets. You're going to need to refresh the toilet tissue, refresh the paper towels and things like that. And so there's very few people that have this expertise and know and understand what an Airbnb host needs. By the fact that you're watching this, lets me know you are interested in this and this is something that you can do. The Airbnb guests, I didn't mention this before, they pay the cleaning fee. So when we go to a hotel, we just pay, $140 per night or whatever, and we just leave. But with Airbnb, HomeAway, Vacation Rental by Owner, and some of the other sites that they have, they literally charge the guest a cleaning fee. If it's like a small place like this, maybe it's $75. That cost is paid to the cleaner. Every single time, whether the person stays there 3 days or 5 days, there's a cleaning fee. And you can get those cleaning fees on every single listing with an Airbnb cleaning company by creating a system where you know what to do in one of these properties, where you know how to clean it, you know how to change the bed sheets, and you know how to refresh the items that need to be refreshed. And this is the key to the business and how you can make a ton of money doing it. So now that you know the whole process, you understand that the guest checks in and that the property needs to be cleaned and it needs to have the items that, just a few items that they may need. And this is what you need to do. This is very similar to cleaning a hotel. You really just need to go into that business model and talk to the host and let them know that you have the experience and you understand that you are to put the properties back like a hotel. And there's such a niche for this. There's not really that many companies that are doing it, that if you are someone that specializes in this market, you can make a ton of money. And you literally have a flood of people that you can go and market to and offer your services to just by looking on Airbnb and finding those properties that are available and then contacting those hosts and offering your services. It's really just that simple. So finding the clients is not hard. I just told you that part, but you want to make sure, last but not least, go ahead and make the business a business. Go ahead and set your business up, name your business, get an LLC or a corp or a DBA, get an EIN number, a business phone number, a business email, and a website. You want to make sure that when you go to these hosts, when you reach out to the Noels of the world and you say, okay, I want to be your cleaning company and I'll take all of that money that you're getting, because again, the Airbnb host has no problem just passing that money right along to you. And so we have people that'll stay in the property one night and they still pay the full cleaning fee, okay? So it's really not much of a mess that they made. I have my cleaning team, they're able to clean 5-6 properties in like a couple of hours. I have cleaning companies that clean regular houses that people live in, they're making $400 or $500 a week doing that. Again, not bad. I have my cleaning team that makes that in a day. You can make the same money that other cleaning teams are making in a week, you can make in a day, just by making sure that you understand that the hotel standards are what Airbnb hosts are looking for, and you are credible with your business setup so that when you go to those hosts, they look you up, you seem credible, and you have everything in line that convinces them, okay, you're serious about this and you're in it for the long haul. So I have created an entire course that teaches you all about how to make money on Airbnb, how you can have your own properties, how you can have your own cleaning teams, how you can have your own businesses managing Airbnbs, all without even having to own any properties and with very little money. Go to bnbriches.com. At the checkout, use the code SAVE50. I already have this super affordable course, very inexpensive, and now I'm giving you 50% off of it. Use that code, save 50% off, and learn everything that you need to know, have all of my scripts, all of my templates, all the contracts, and start your business and start making money in less than 30 days. I have students that are doing it, and I think that you can do the exact same thing. This is Noel, to your success.